So my name is Brandy Williams. I am the Training and Development Coordinator with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I am excited to share one of our resources that we give out at our training events, which are our Click Kits. So as you can see on our screen, Click with Your Guest is our customer service program, and that was created by our former Senior Vice President, Pete Weinmiller. And I won't go through each service value, but as you can see, CLICK stands for 5 different service acronyms that we really kind of like to instill in staff to make sure that we're hitting all of the marks to provide great guest care. I'd also like to note that a majority of the staff that work a game day in our arena are not actually employed by the Thunder. They're employed by our business alliance partners. So when we invite them to our service trainings and our training events, we like to make it as fun as possible, seeing that they are employed by us, and it's kind of, and we encourage it, but it is more optional. And so we like to give a fun environment that welcomes them. And for that evening, we refer to them as our guests. So at each training event, there are resources that are given to each staff at the end, and these comprise the components of the Click Kits. And so I'm going to go into detail about what each component is and the purpose that it serves to help all of us be great guest care leaders. So the first you can see on the top left-hand corner is a wristband that we give out to each employee. So as you can see, it says Click Certified on the left, and that is what we refer to employees as once they complete our Click with Your Guest training service for the season, they now have become Click Certified. And on the right side of that wristband, you'll see engraved the day. And so we always like to add our service theme that we focus on at the training on that wristband so that our focus for the season is top of mind and they can look down and kind of quickly remember what we talked about during our service trainings. Next is a Sharpie that is branded with Click with Your Guest. And then at the bottom, we have a tin of Click Mints, which is what we call them. We discourage chewing gum in the arena as you're working, because of course, gum can kind of get in the way when you're providing service for our guests. So we give each member a tin of Click Mints, which funny enough actually clicks to open and clicks to close. So I'd like to add that because it's fun. The light blue is cinnamon and the navy blue is mint. So we do offer 2 different flavors for employees. And on the right, you'll see a service laminate. And so that's what the Sharpie goes with. On the front, it has our service values, of course, to keep it top of mind. All they have to do is look down and remember what our high standard of guest care is. And the back of that laminate is attitude of invitation. And so at the end of each training event, we encourage staff to take that Sharpie and they write down their guest care goal for the season, or one thing that they would like to focus on as they're providing care for our guests. And I am excited to announce that as of this year, Click with Your Guest and Attitude of Invitation have both been trademarked to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So we're very excited about that. I wanted to also just quickly provide a reference. So if you were to come into an arena on the game day, you would see staff wearing their Click laminates on their lanyards. And so behind those are other resources that can help them with their jobs, of course, but I think it's all fun that they wear their laminates, of course, to be top of mind. And that was the intentionality of creating those. And so I just wanted to share a few pictures of our staff wearing those laminates so you can see exactly what they look like. And on the back, we have pictures of some attitudes of invitation that staff have written. So the first picture you'll see every seat has a name and every name has a story, be an inspiration. So this staff member, you can choose to write a goal that Joy or myself have mentioned in the training. So that is an example of one of the service values and takeaways that we like to leave staff with. And then the other two photos, these two employees have written goals that they came up with on their own. And we think that's really fun to let them be creative and create their own goals and have them with them. So the purpose of the Click Kit, which I'm going to introduce next, was to take those training resources that we provide and present it to employees in a fun and unique manner. So each season, our awesome graphics design team creates a new design for the Click Kit itself. So as you can see on the front, it has the logo and then Click Certified. And on the inside of the kit, you will find Moments Matter, which is a quote from Pete Weinmiller, who is no longer with us. So it's important that as the founder of the program, we honor him and everyone remembers one of his main messages, which is that moments matter, so make each moment important. And the insert that you can see the components are organized into is custom made for us, and it's also removable. So we have found that staff like to create and really take out the insert, and then they can create whatever they want to put in the box. So a lot of them collect previous year's laminates, since they all have different designs, and they use the box to kind of store whatever they'd like, but it's a fun little keepsake and takeaway for them to keep after each season. And so the Click Kit is really something that we created to be intentional, to hold those components, but also fun and unique, so that each season at the end of each training event, staff are excited to see what the new design is, what new colors and things have been created by our graphic designs team. And we think that through these efforts and the fact that we like to have the staff treated as our guests when they join these events really creates a high level of guest care and gets them excited for each season to produce that high level of customer service. So really quickly, I'd like to share, and I see that we have a lot of comments in the chats. I will look at those and probably respond privately, but also at the end, I have my email address if anyone would like to reach out just for more information. But the impact that we think the Click Kits have, as well as our customer service program, is that for the 2018-2019 season, 98.4% of our guests ranked the overall guest experience as good or excellent, regardless of how the team fared. And that's largely in part to the guest care they're receiving from staff members. And we think that the intentional resources that are provided help kind of lead that step into being successful in providing that care. We were also ranked #2 in overall game experience in the NBA, and we have the #2 net promoter score in the NBA. And so thank you all. I just had a quick 5 minutes to share that all with you. But as I said, here is my email address, and I'm noticing now there is an extra L, but Williams is spelled normal. And I'd be happy to chat more about what those Click Kits look like, or our Click with Your Guest service program as a whole. So thank you, everybody.